Hey guys, this is Justin
And Josh.
from the Peel. So today was pretty bad.
Eric.
That's our friend Eric.
And we have our friend Eric in the background here.
Yeah.
We're actually in front of the beautiful BBVA Compass Stadium.
Yes,
Our first show from
our
Kingsport,
first
actually.
live show that's not at home.
Yeah, this is. For our first show here, the game was not pretty entertaining at all.
No, it wasn't.
I had to give it for that.
I was hoping for more against LA, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen at all.
It really didn't at all. It was a very stalemate game. Pretty boring, to be honest with you. I mean, sadly enough, I hate to say it, that last game was just not very entertaining. Not a lot of attack. They owned us in everything.
Yeah.
As far as stats go, we'll do a breakdown of that tonight. But as far as stats went, that game was all them. I didn't even see like the energy. Like I didn't even in the stadium watching that game. I felt no kind of like reason to have any real attack towards it, and the game just sucked, man.
Yeah,
I had to say that.
Every bit of it sucked. So we're gonna first talk about something that wasn't half as bad. It was still bad, but it wasn't horrible. And that was the Seattle match. There was a lot of youth in the lineup for the Seattle match.
That Seattle match was they impressed me a little bit as far as defense goes, but again, another game where we couldn't really capitalize too much. It gave Will Bruin a little bit more of a chance to just try to see something on it.
Yeah.
But with his start, but all in all, it just kind of like, I don't know, man. It just wasn't. This season ended pretty bad for me.
Yeah, it did.
It put a bad taste in my mouth. And I was just kind of like, all right, we're out of the playoff push, and which we'd known that coming. But honestly, it was just kind of like, what a boring way to go out. You want to fight for your job. You want to get some goals and stuff, and you want to try to go out in a big way.
Yeah.
And the last thing that I saw was just Mauro Manotas in the last couple games that he played well. They just sucked all around.
Yeah. So, in case you missed it, there was a Snorefest Wednesday out in Seattle. Team didn't look bad. Will Bruin still couldn't find the back of the net again.
That's Will Bruin for you.
Yeah, it is.
He likes is what I quote unquote call bruining a game, ruining a chance. A lot of fans I've heard that from.
Yeah.
So where do you see him?
I don't see him here next year.
I really don't either.
No.
Yeah. I really don't either. He had his start against Seattle. He had some chances, but he doesn't capitalize on them. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't capitalize when. I don't know. Is this a product of him riding the bench and coming in late?
I don't know. For me, he's one of those players that you kind of like. This is my opinion, by the way. You kind of hope that an expansion team picks him up. Like Atlanta or Minnesota. I would hope that because I know that we're not going to protect him next year. We're not, and hopefully, it just depends on how the expansion team goes. I don't see them picking them up, but I would hope for that.
Yeah.
And kind of free open that striker position. We had one player that I'd never watched on our team at all because I don't even know I think that was his first minutes. Arboleta.
Yeah, that was his first minutes.
Yeah, and Yahir Arboleta. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll get deeper into the match tonight, but real quick we'll cover the Seattle match. There wasn't, like I said, much that came out of it. It was a 0-0 draw Wednesday. Jordan Morris only had a shot on goal for Seattle.
We shut them out though.
We did shut them out.
That was big. Going into Seattle and you shut them out. That was huge.
Yes.
We ended their winning streak.
Yeah.
So
their standout star, or our standout star, was definitely Joe Willis. out in Seattle. He had a few amazing saves.
The saves that he had, he was the player of the match, in my opinion. That double save is probably going to go up for goal of the week or save of the week.
Oh yeah, easy. And like we were saying before, Bruin had a few shots and missed them. Monotas didn't get the start for the Dynamo. Actually, he did. Sorry, he did. He played. He came in as a sub. He didn't get the start. He came on with about 17 minutes left in the match, with one shot on goal.
So why do you make us? I mean, why don't you start him?
Why don't you start Will or Manotas? You talking Manotas?
Yeah, exactly. Why don't you start Manotas over Will? Give him that energy, give him that pace, just see what he does.
I think he was just trying to lower his minutes so he can come out tonight and be a starter tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that, but
And then Beasley was also out. He played against Seattle. He was out tonight. He was all right in the Seattle match. Not a lot. I
wouldn't count too much in that Seattle match. We held them to a draw, 0-0 draw. It was a very boring game.
Yeah,
it sucked.
There was a lot of
the only positive take it out is that we didn't lose to them.
No,
in Seattle. So.
There was a lot of sloppy possession. That's one thing that I did pick up a lot of. Shane Williams also had a really good match, and I think he might have sealed his deal on being here next year.
Oh, of course, yeah. I can definitely see Shane and Williams coming into this league or coming into this team next year. But I can see him lasting with us for quite a while.
Yeah, it also seemed like they had a lack of focus in Seattle. I mean, I know the atmosphere was loud.
The atmosphere is different, but all in all, I mean, I haven't seen them win in Seattle in quite some time. Actually,
No,
And
Escalante looked a little dull, and he had a few bad touches.
He brings a different energy to the team because he has a younger personality, and I like that in him. But yes, the inexperience affects with his touches.
This is our friend Eric. Hey, we're live.
I'm actually. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go pee, and I'll be right back up and talk to y'all.
That's
so
great.
So we're gonna pee and then come back up and talk to y'all, and then we're gonna go.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Hey, but where's the camera? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there's the camera.
Hey, go Wilbur.
Sorry, guys. So also, Horse played Jordan Morris really well that match. Jordan Morris could not get anything started.
And that's the thing, though, is that our back line still looks great because we're developing that back four.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say, David Horst, I haven't seen him start in a while compared to when, he didn't get that start in Seattle, did he?
Who?
David Horst.
No, he did.
He did?
He started.
He did get the start?
He did start.
So then, it was nice to see him back on the pitch.
Hey, Trevor, we're going to get into how poorly we've played this season right after we get through talking about this match tonight. He asked, what beer are you drinking right now?
Oh, what beer am I drinking?
Yeah.
I'm actually drinking Love Street from Carbach.
There you go.
They have it here on draft over at Kings Court. Love Street,
but most of that was all the first half. We did apply a lot of pressure coming out of the half, starting the second half against Seattle, which I did like. It looked like a different team. The keepers were really, really the stars of that match. That's really the only good take I can get out of it. Ton of turnovers.
All you have to look forward to is that Joe Willis is probably going to go up for save of the week out of that game.
Yes.
For that double save.
Yes.
Hopefully he wins it because that San Jose actually had some really good saves in that. I couldn't remember which team it was off the top of my head, but
yeah,
I saw some good saves off that. But that's all you really have to look forward to from the Wednesday games. The real games happen today.
And then another standout thing was what is Alexander's role on this team? Because it has yet to be defined, at least the last couple matches he's been a part of. He
looks like he's coming on as maybe like a central attacking midfielder. But I haven't. I agree with you. I haven't seen much from him. I've seen a lot of turnovers.
Yes.
I don't see. He's definitely not one of the teams you save. Or he's not one of the players that you save from the expansion draft. So I don't really see too much from him right now. I might be looking too much into it at the moment. The team next year is, from what I've seen, it hasn't really developed too much.
No.
From what it is.
Not at all.
I don't see too much. I've seen a lot of energy gone from the team all around. And it sucks. Like I feel it as a fan.
Yeah.
And it just seemed different. Eric Alexander, he
Maybe. There we go, guys. All right, we're back. We're back with sound. We have sound. Hey, Trevor, is the sound back? Okay. There we go. All right, that's better. Are we back?
Why can't we have something to look forward to? I didn't see much.
Because they still wanted to experiment with another lineup and get guys in there that probably shouldn't be playing, or there's no consistency. If you're fighting for your job, Wade Barrett's doing a real bad job at it.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect a total change up.
Hey, Christian Hernandez, you can not listen to our podcast if you want. Just saying. Just saying. So we do also have a special guest that we're going to bring on. Yeah, we'll bring him on now. This is Derek. There you guys go. We have one mic. We're a low budget operation.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay. All right. So this is Derek. He's one of the writers for Dynamo Theory. If you don't follow it, start now. They give really good insight about the Dynamo, stuff that we don't have access to. And they write it from a fan's point of view as well, which I personally really like. So what are your thoughts tonight?
Really, I like to always focus on the positives and the negatives. And going into this match, we knew this wasn't going to be a pretty one because the kind of lineup that we trotted out, a lot of new guys that we haven't seen in a while. So some of those guys did pretty well.
Yeah,
Like Yair Arboleda.
Arboleda.
He impressed me a little bit,
He
especially going
looked-
against Ashley Cole on that side.
Yeah. He looked decent. I think you could tell the nerves were out there a little bit with that first strike.
Yeah.
Touch.
Yes.
But he pressured well.
Yes, he did.
And that's something you don't see a lot of Dynamo players doing.
And that's what you have to look at from a young player's standpoint. They have to play for their times on field.
Mhm.
Yeah. And cons are obviously we let them. It kind of is the Dynamo trope right now. Is we just kind of sit in and we invite teams to possess in our half, and when we do that, we give up chances. And I thought the first half we were really good at stopping that and countering pretty effectively. We started the second a little bit better, but it all went downhill. Like LA just kept getting chance after chance, and they grew. Their confidence grew, and you could tell, especially like Gio Dos Santos was just in particular he was frustrated.
Yes.
With himself, and he just kept going and going and going.
It started to look like it was just a matter of time before he scored.
Yeah.
Because he had a few
I
breakaways.
thought he
He
was going
should have
to.
put it in the back of the net.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of defensive errors that I thought Gio would have put in. You know, it felt that way majority of the match. So
Yeah. And then Alan Gordon is going to do what Alan Gordon does,
Yep.
and that's score crap goals and
off the
but-
rebound too.
Yeah.
You know, I still feel that game should have ended 0-0. I mean, David Forrest. There's so much you can do in that situation.
That there is the epitome of this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much.
Yeah, it's just felt like that. We're not surprised. We're not, feeling ecstatic at the end of this game. I'm actually pretty damn disappointed. I'm really disappointed.
Yep.
And that's the whole season too, not just the game, right?
It's not just the game, but I felt some kind of energy towards later in the season when Wade Barrett took over. I just felt some positive takes on this. We had the Mauro Manotas breakout. That was really about it, but it just felt a different energy from the team.
I agree.
Yeah.
One of the things that he did was he said we're going to be tough to play against. And
Yeah.
we saw right away that was the case, but you kind of had to hang in there a little bit to see what else that could mean, right? It's not just from a defensive standpoint, and we did see like Mauro Manotas' breakout. He can put it on the other end. I think that's something to look forward to next year in particular, and that's that we can be solid on defense and we can support our forwards because before those his breakout, I think he scored 5 goals in like 6 games,
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean that's incredible, but he wasn't doing that the 3 or so games he started before.
No.
The whole thing was the whole team was just pushing up, getting out of our own half. And to me, I was talking with some of the other media people after the game, and we were kind of, do we think, what piece do we need, or tactically, what do we need to do? And I was like, no, I don't think we're that far away from doing something great. Obviously we need fullback depth,
Yep.
depending on DeMarcus Beasley, his situation. Center backs can't hurt. We need I don't think Chaco Maidana has been that guy that we wanted him to be. And we need more than 2 forwards on the team.
Yeah. I'm a little biased on the Chaco, being from Philly. I am a little biased. I think he has a lot to offer, but I don't know. Like today, it looked like he was just trying to be fancy with everything.
Every little touch, was just showboating.
Yeah. You're not on national TV. Chill out.
He does that wide turn where he kind of fakes going one way
Yep.
and turns with it the other. That's kind of like something I expect from him every time. I think that he can be something that we think. It's just I think tactically the system doesn't fit him because he's not a two-way player, and Wade Barrett kind of demands two-wayness. It's like a holdover Dom Kinnear type of thing. He needs to be able to kind of play smart, not hard.
Then do
right?
you keep him just strictly out wide, or do you bring him in the middle to be a guy? Yeah.
You could do either, but out wide he's going to need to do a little bit more on the defensive end if we were playing a little bit more advanced. Although I did like the experiment at first with him out wide. It's like the Brad Davis type.
Exactly. That was my thought when we first got this guy on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Like I said, we're live, so
Yeah, we're just
Thoughts
kind
on
of,
our-
we're
all
kind of,
there.
just bear with us here.
our friend Eric reminded me. What do you think of Bruin? Do you think he should be here, or do you think his inconsistency pretty much sealed his deal to not be here?
Well, I'm a Bruin fan, and I think if he's given support, he can score. And I think you swap him out with Manotas during our goal stretch, and I think he scores a lot of those goals, maybe more. We don't know because he wasn't that guy. But the whole time, he just was stranded.
Yeah.
I was again talking with the media guys, and it's like you put Messi up there. Messi's not going to score because no one's going to give Messi the ball.
No.
You have to push up together, and when it's one guy versus when it's one guy versus an entire back line, you can't expect to score very many goals.
No.
So
Why don't I do 2? Let's do 2 for once today.
So,
This year. We did
speaking
2
of that-
once, and it was Bruin and was it Cubo and Bruin or no? It was Cubo
Okay.
and somebody.
So legitimately,
and it did not work.
where does your guy go next year? Because I'm gonna be completely honest with you. He has been the most inconsistent player
Well,
the
we're not
last.
saving him this
3
year.
weeks- or 3 months.
I doubt we'll put him on the save list. I have no idea, man. Bruin was by the way, guys, Bruin was the first person that I fell in love with, and I fell in love with Dynamo. Like, Dynamo here, and like 8 seconds later was Bruin. I can take all stories, but DM us for that, and I'm not going to tell you now. So there's a reason why I love Bruin that much.
I think
But
I think Bruin is going to be on the save list because we only have 2 forwards.
Manotas and Bruin, right?
Yeah, and even though Wenger's technically a forward, Barrett's only going to
Dude.
play him out wide.
Yeah.
Which
I think
for a mid, and then put 2 like Bruin and Manotas as forwards. Put Wenger back there and do like a 4 something 2,
Yeah.
like whatever you want to do in between. But 2 forwards, 4 backs, and then whatever you
But
want to do.
here, this is where another question opens up.
All right.
You still have Kubo on the books.
you do.
Well,
You do.
Cuba,
because
now he's
Cuba-
injured too. We have him now. Like they will not buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no, there's no chance that Cruz is still buy him right now.
No, I mean we're booing him when he got.
But that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping he'd go there, play well, get him out of here.
How upset
So
are
I-
you if we end up with him?
I'm going to be highly upset.
If we get tickets,
It's going to be tough because
Oh,
if we stick with the system that we've got now, he's not going to do well.
No.
He's
Yeah.
Kubo.
Kubo.
Dude, I wish we would have given him actually a chance here. All we did was put him on the bench. I'm pretty sure that was what we did.
I actually agree with
As
that.
a Bruin fan, I feel like he
I
should have taken
do.
his spot.
Okay, I do agree with that somewhat because I do agree that he has not started consistently enough in order for
No, he started
this
what, like
team
2 games or something.
No,
it was kind of
well,
fuck
it
off.
was.
He didn't-
It was.
Sorry,
yeah,
I did
exactly,
cuss.
Exactly. I do agree with that because he hasn't had enough consistent starts, and we've talked about this before in our show. That he hasn't had enough consistent starts because in order for him to have some sort of form to come into play.
Yeah.
So, I agree. Cubo did not have enough starts to
No,
actually
well,
do things.
but see, that's where
Sorry.
this is where Josh and I had
agree,
that
though,
argument.
Like, Cubo started really what? Do you have the number?
I don't have how many
games he
stats
started?
he has.
It was like 2 or 3 games that Cubo started nothing. Like there was not enough games for actually him to get involved. And
But
I blame Coyle on that for
He
that.
also does not fit into Wade Barrett's play.
Well, then
He
Cole-
doesn't because
Cole
you
didn't
don't
have a chance
see
to-
those kind of assists going into
But-
the box, which
Because
you
Bruins
see-
just start.
But this is where we had that argument, Josh.
Yeah,
What is he doing to not get himself playing time?
he doesn't fit into Wade Barrett's.
Well, he didn't fit in
Former
Coyle's
teams.
system either.
He just. I agree on that.
So-
It sucks. We're probably. Damn, this team is like tough to figure out for next
This
year. It
team
really
is a
is.
giant
This
walking
is
closer
this-
Like, I love Dynamo, but what is going on the pitch right now? I love the pitch,
Yeah,
but
Eric.
like, where are we actually starting? And are we doing a 4-4-1-1-1? Are we doing like a 4-1-1-1-1-1? What are we doing?
It's an 8 ball. That's
I want a 2. I want a 4 at the bottom and a 2 at the top.
Yeah, you
What
saw the
up?
ball field
I want
formation out there.
Yeah, like I want 2 at the top, 4 at the bottom, and see what happens in between. I want to see that.
All right, so y'all's picks for next year. Y'all say that Will Bruin is safe.
Oh, Bruin's starting
Safe for next
all
year.
11.
Okay.
Thanks. He's starting all 11. He's just starting goalie next year.
Your option shouldn't count because you're biased.
You know what? I completely agree with you, so I'll
Yes,
be quiet for a little
I-
while. All right, I'm good.
All right, so Eric wants to know what position do you guys think needs the most help with new signings or area? I say defense.
I say central mid defense.
Actually, maybe not
Pretty
defense.
good.
Yeah, central
It's
mid.
I don't. I'd say central mid defense. You know, I haven't seen too much from Colin Warner. He seems like he was picking it up the later half of the season, but
I like Warner.
Yeah,
you
defense
know,
is pretty
I
solid.
did.
Wait.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Defense is pretty good the last few games, so I'm gonna go out.
All right, that was our friend Eric, guys.
Get over here. You might as well come here. Hey.
No, he's on a date, Josh. He's on a date, Josh.
You might as well be on this show with us as well. Come on, get there.
All right, hey, guys. I'm going in.
All right. So we now have a panel of
I will
four.
not be an out from now on. I'll actually talk.
This is kind of like.
Hold on, guys. There.
This is.
We're good.
You were so good.
We're
I'll
good.
actually talk.
Yeah.
For
There.
real.
All right. Okay. Fine.
I love my Gator stuff.
This is actually kind of fun. I'm enjoying this. I really
Yeah.
do have to say this.
Let me tell you a story.
I'm enjoying,
I
you
wanted
know,
to get us here
talking
and they
to
yell
you
at me.
guys about this and
I
him coming out of nowhere. Just
Yeah.
Love it.
I will say that Shannon.
What you Will Bruin say?
No.
no. All right.
Shannon to me has been a standout ever since the managerial change.
Yeah, it kind of sucked.
I think that
I agree.
he needs to start over Anibaba.
I completely
it kinda
100%
sucked not
agree.
seeing
You
a
missed
lot of
like
pitch
8
tonight.
consonants and vowels. It's
It kind of sucked not seeing Williams play tonight, you know. And I wonder if that has to do with match fitness from the.
He was a late scratch.
Yeah.
He seemed like
He got a little beat
Gerard
up, and
was a
he
early
was.
scratch, right?
So,
Did I say right?
Gerard was spending
Garrett?
his day in Liverpool.
It was Garrett.
where were you?
Garrett was early
Gerard has been in Liverpool.
Yeah, just okay.
Yeah.
Still nursing an injury.
Yep. Nursing an injury in Liverpool.
I'm
so he missed
American. I
Liverpool
watched
Man U match.
baseball until Ash was dying,
Um,
and that was like, I'm like, yeah.
I think Williams should get the start. I think he's proved a lot on why he should be a starter.
I like him. One thing that he does really well is push up the field.
Yes.
And he gets wide. He,
Hey, do you guys have like a Twitter account for it or something?
Hey, yeah. You want to get a Mr. Mike Chavala card?
Hey guys, it was nice. It was nice meeting you all and talking to you. But I'm actually gonna leave today. So
guys,
all the best.
something
And if
here.
you like me, say Eric Weiss is awesome.
our show
So
right
I'll
here is,
see y'all later.
Yeah.
So all the best
Mike
loves.
Chabala.
What's up,
for those
guys?
Of y'all who don't
Go
know,
Dynamo.
Wolverine, all that good stuff. Doing
Go Dynamo.
Hey,
former,
real quick.
former Houston Dynamo defensive player.
Yes.
Wait, what is the Dynamo?
Oh. So, real
Let me say
quick.
about Dynamo for a while.
So, real quick, Mike. Just real quick outcome and
Get your
what
head
you
in.
thought from the match tonight.
I mean, I think it was a tough 3-game stretch that they had to play, and if these games mattered, I think for any team that would have been in the playoff contention, it would have been tough for anybody.
It'd been
and
different,
even
no?
the LA Galaxy coaches I was talking to at the end, they just said the same thing. They said, we feel bad for those guys because they're just deflated, and not only are they deflated from the travel and the games, but also from the season. I think
Yeah.
the amount of disappointment has just added up, and I think it's taken its toll. And I think with the eclectic lineups over the past few weeks and the changes, I think they've done pretty well. But again, those defensive mistakes just seem to continue to haunt the team. But it's some positives, some young guys getting some opportunities and looks.
Yeah,
and,
young guys getting some playing time.
but
tonight.
it doesn't supplement a playoff spot. And I
Yeah.
think we're used to a high expectation and,
Does it-
and standard for our club.
Does it change the outspect of Wade Barrett getting a head position with us?
Interesting. I was talking to Brian about it right now, and
Yeah.
he doesn't have his job yet, and
Yeah.
he's fighting like everybody else in that field for a contract next season,
Yeah.
regardless if he's going to be an assistant again or if he's going to be the head coach. But he wants the head job, and I think Brian and a lot of the other former players all want him to be in that position. But I do think that his defensive approach in the second part of the season was necessary, but there needs to be the same type of Owen Coyle approach from the beginning, right? Because we saw a lot of wins at home, underweight, and we saw a lot of losses on the road. But it was like reverse almost, right? So I think there's a learning curve for an interim coach, going from player, from what he did, to head coach, and hopefully he gets that opportunity. I'm a believer in him, and I think it's for the best for the club and the culture, for not only the guys on the field but the fans and the family, because I think he really cares about the team and he cares about the community, and he's been around to see this club go from nothing to where it is now, and I believe that that's important to continue to grow and to nurture and really get that feeling of Robertson Stadium back into BBVA and let it grow. So hopefully like podcasts like this and you guys sharing your love for the game to keep the ball rolling only helps. So
absolutely.
Don't stop, man. I'll plug this later too though. So
all right,
thanks for
this
letting me
is
just
awesome,
stop by and see
man.
what's up.
Thank you so much. Mike,
Keep
awesome, guys.
last game. Or next year. Come on up here.
All right, yeah,
They always do it here.
with you guys
The
for
Peel,
sure, man.
please,
Thank you very much.
check us out.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Guys, unexpected interview there from Mike Jabala.
Yeah.
Who was
That was awesome.
That was
All right.
awesome. Yeah, that was incredible there. Former Dynamo player here. He played some defensive roles here, and I saw him a few seasons ago playing, he was on the practice pitch, and he was playing during preseason, trying to earn a spot back on this team here. And the entire way, I was pulling for him. I was pulling for him when I finally saw him on that pitch again, playing for us. It was awesome, because I kept saying, I said,
Goodbye, everybody. I'm out.
Later, Eric.
During
love you guys.
preseason,
Love you
watching-
guys, and also love them guys. Oh, sorry, but
Thank you, Eric. Eric Weiss heading off our show there too.
You're welcome.
Guys, if you're just tuning in here, we're sitting over here. We're at Kings Court off of Hutchins Street here, right in front of the stadium.
Yes,
BBVA
literally,
Compass
right
Stadium.
there.
This is an amazing background here. You never been to the bar? Come check it out. They have draft specials here tonight.
They have
from
$1 off craft beers till 8 o'clock. We kind of dropped the ball on announcing that a little earlier. And what was it, $4 wells until
$4
8 o'clock
wells, yeah.
tonight. So definitely come out and check it out.
They have some specials on Saturdays as well, where they're hosting EPL team.
Yes.
EPL games here.
I think they got a big screen. At least they're putting a projector up. Saw that downstairs today, which is pretty awesome.
Yep.
I'm trying to get
And
to
then
the match
also,
stats, guys.
The Glenn Davis, host of Soccer Matters on Wednesdays on ESPN 97.5. He comes out here and hangs out a lot over here, and I've met him a few times here. Very friendly guy.
Yeah.
Check out his show. His show's on Wednesdays, 7 to 9 p.m.
Yep. So real quick there, before we get back into the match, what brought you to writing for Dynamo Theory? What was your interest in it? How'd you start? All that good stuff.
Well, I found the website, and because at that time when I first started commenting and stuff on it, there weren't a lot of other options, the way that there are tons of different sites out now. It was pretty much back then. It was Chronicle, MLSsoccer.com, and then Glenn Davis's website, which he used to update a lot more because now he's doing so much.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much it. So I found SB Nation, Dynamo Theory, and it was just, yes. Everything about it, yes. And so I just started commenting on it. And I really got into the Dynamo a little bit more once I went to college. And I went to college in the Pacific Northwest, and I had friends from LA, from Kansas, all over. Plenty of people from Seattle. So all these people that are really passionate about soccer made me I have to one-up them. And we were really good then. So, of course, I was one-upping them. So I would just comment on the Dynamo Theory thing, and eventually someone with them was just like, hey, do you want to write? Sure, and then keep doing that. Yeah. And they were just like, hey, would you like to be an editor? Sure. So, just from
it just
fan,
worked out for you.
Yeah, from fan to editor
Yeah.
And now I get to go to games for free with my press pass.
That's awesome.
You're
Hopefully-
living our dream job
Yeah,
right there. You know,
hopefully.
that's awesome, man.
Yep. It'd be nice for us to get to that point. Maybe if we got
Maybe
more than one
someday.
follower right now.
Maybe someday. You know, hey, you know, add us on Facebook.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
check us
definitely.
out, please.
Add us on Facebook at the Peel 2005, Twitter, which is our handle is the Peel 05. If you feel like you really want to shoot us an email, it's the Peel 2005 at gmail.com.
And we're really just learning about live video feed
Yeah.
and the things that can happen on it. Granted,
Yep.
you know, we had a player just come on our
Yeah.
show just a second ago. That,
Yeah.
Or
That-
former player,
That's like
excuse
a
me, yes.
happy accident, right?
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that
That's
is a happy
incredible. You
accident.
know, Mike Chabala.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You know, so we'll definitely take that.
What else do you really want to talk about this match? Because there's not a whole lot besides one goal.
Guys, I'm sorry, but our last game sucked.
Yeah.
Our last game at home sucked. I want to see more out of this team next year, and we'll go into that the next show. But damn, there's so much I want to see change. I want to see so much change.
You know, going with what our pal Mike was saying, we're close, right?
Yes,
It
yes.
wasn't totally bad. I just think it was, a lot of spirit was deflated with, the last game and not making the playoffs in their current position. It really does impact the way you approach each game. But like I said, my first game on, there were a lot of positives too. I mean,
Yeah.
we only lost by one, and we had a couple breakout opportunities that nearly found the goal. I mean, offsides once, and then over the top another block shot. It's good that they're getting those chances. They just got to put them a little bit better on frame. They've got to push up. If this team can't possess better, what they need to do is start winning possession in the midfield, so they can get those breakaways that start in the midfield and higher into their half of the field instead of like our own half.
You saw a small amount of it when Boniak and Maidana would get on the ball with feeding Minotas the ball. You saw a very small amount of that.
I think
agree
in
with you.
The
I agree.
ideal
Yeah.
world, I mean, if you were able to keep Boniak, Maidana, Wenger, and Minotas as your attack, this team could be nasty.
So the the Maidana super sub that Wade Barrett was feeding there for a while.
Now, don't
what
get
do
me
you
wrong,
think
I
about
like that too, because I like the energy he brings in being a sub. But I don't know. It's where do you fit him in this? Because he could fit anywhere.
Yeah.
At least personally, I feel like he could fit anywhere.
And
on the left side for me.
I like him better on the left than the right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could put him on the right. I mean, he does fit. The only thing is, it's like if he starts, who loses a spot, or who else do you put in? Because
I like Rico.
I like Rico
in there, man.
I like Rico, but also if Alex could cut down on some of the stupid choices he makes when it comes to tackling.
Okay, that's what he needs to work on during off season. I'm sorry, that's exactly what he is going to focus on probably during the off season is his discipline, his timing on attacks, all of that have gotten him ejected from games. That's what has prevented him from showing even more than what he's in my opinion.
I still think that we should, and I've been saying it for the longest time, that we need a 2-forward system because when you have 2 forward, and it's not a knock on Minotas, but hold-up play is not his strong suit. He's good at stretching the lines, and he's good at being very direct, but he can't hold the ball up well, which means we don't get enough time to get and to be fair, our forwards and our other attacking players need to be pushing up higher and faster anyway, but he doesn't help them out by just going right at goal. He's got to be able to absorb some of the defense and then lay it off and then make a run. And that's what, 2-forward system, like Will Bruin, you can say, well, he's not the fastest guy, he doesn't pass the greatest. He's gotten a lot better at that, though.
Yes.
But the one thing that he is good at is holding up the play and then making a quick pass and run. So
to where players such as Minotas can come up from behind him.
Yeah. Which would be perfect. Right?
Exactly. That would be a dream thing. It's when you put it in a point like that, I could see us changing maybe back to what we originally were, a 4-4-2.
Yeah.
You know, to where we had that 2 attackers up front with pairing Will Bruin and Mario Manotas. You would just need more, I'd say, better wingers on something on a situation like that, or I don't know. Maybe Maidana would fit into that in the lefter side of the midfield.
And winger, if you worry about losing a little bit on defense with that kind of thing, you could play winger, on the right side of the field because he's fast enough to get back
that
and
speed
he's good enough on defense.
He has that speed to get behind the defense and cut it back inside, and that's the reason why I automatically liked Andrew Winger when I saw him first play for us.
I'm a Winger fan.
Yeah, Winger is awesome. I really hope he's one of the players that's protected next year, and I put a lot into that.
Yeah. Former number 1 pick.
Exactly. Exactly. You have to protect the player with that caliber, with that speed, that pace, that can get in behind the defense, cut it back inside to players like Manotas. And my only thing with Bruin is that I've seen so many times, and you know what? I love
the same story with him.
Well, no.
Every match.
Well, here, let me finish. Is that I loved Bruin. I loved him until the Portland game this year when we played them in Portland, and he had a golden opportunity.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, and I was just like, that's it. I'm done. I put so much backing into Will Bruin, and you know what? And just like I put into Kubo.
There, we could say that there's another game when they were playing Seattle here in August, where him and I think either he subbed on or Winger subbed on, but Winger got the goal, and it was all because of Bruin. Bruin did so. We let in like a 89th minute goal by but Bruin also had a chance to get the lead, and
he botches it,
But
and
it's good that you're making those things because you give him volume, he's going to convert. I mean, well, you can say he misses shots. His shot conversion, his shot to goal ratio throughout his career is very good.
Very good, because you want those kind of striker caliber players to make shots on goal, which is honestly at that point, we another thing we talked about on our podcast is the fact of at one point it was about Will Bruin and Mario Manotas starting because of who has the most shots. And you see players of Mario Manotas just taking chances regardless, knowing that they're going to probably miss, but also there's a good chance that they can make it. Just taking those chances. And I slowly saw that start to dwindle within Will Bruin. Yeah. And I don't know if that's because of, he just doesn't feel it anymore. He's inflated, which we've talked about I just don't see it too much in him anymore, and if they protect the player, we're already stuck with Kubo Torres, so then we're probably going to end up keeping Will Bruin as well.
Yeah.
Because of the amount of DP players that we have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
the one good thing about this expansion draft is I think that the rule is you can't lose more than 2 players.
Correct.
Exactly. Correct.
Because there's 2 teams picking.
Yes.
So at the most, we won't lose too much. But Bruin, I think you've got to protect. He get picked no matter what. Teams want a player like him, and we don't.
That's good. That's good to know because I wouldn't have expected that either.
He's making a decent amount of cash this year too.
Yeah.
So why not dangle him out there and maybe try to free up that money to use on somebody else?
You could. It just I would rather protect a striker knowing how few we've got, because if Manotas goes out injured, we've got
that's true.
We've got nobody.
Yeah, but how happy would Bruin be riding the bench? Especially if you have Manotas and if you still have Kubo when he comes back from.
Well, if they sign another striker, or Kubo comes back, I think Barrett, if he's the guy that gets the job, and a lot of this is going to depend whether or not Barrett gets the job. But Barrett said like he's not going to do a 2-forward system because we only have one on the bench. If we have another guy on the bench, he might do a 2-forward system. So Bruin could be partnering up with Manotas. But I think we all know that Manotas is like the guy right now.
Yeah.
It's his spot to lose if there's only one forward spot.
Yep.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, after all the effort that's been put in, he's pretty much demonstrated that he's been our best player for the past 4-5 games now. You know, I mean, since he started scoring.
So other than that, on the statistics, there wasn't a whole lot. Alex Gordon scored in the 72nd minute. It was a 1-0 loss. Not fun. I do think that we're going to go grab a break, go refill our beers. You're going to be looking at our nice fancy logo. Give us probably about 3 to 5 minutes. We'll be back on to talk about playoff picture, the standings, the scores from tonight. Little bit of CONCACAF Champions League real quick.
And then the Dynamo's hope for the play. Oh, wait a minute. I'm
ouch.
sorry.
But, yeah, guys.
I still love you, Dynamo.
Just give us a few minutes and we'll be back. Peace. Hey guys, we're back. Need to take a quick break.
Guys, for those of you that don't know, we're sitting over here at King's Court.
Yes.
Over
Behind the stadium.
Right next to the stadium. Really good drink specials on Sundays. They have happy hour from
I think noon to 8. They were doing $1 off craft beers. It's officially after 8, so they will not be getting these specials. But it happens. And then they also have $4 wells. It's King's Court right off Hutchins, literally right behind the stadium. It's a beautiful view. That's why we ended up picking to do this.
Yeah, come hang out here with us.
Yeah.
We do our live show here now.
Yep.
So this is our official spot.
In case you missed the first half, Mike Chabala pretty much video bombed us.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
that was
awesome.
incredible.
Yes.
You know, Mike Chabala, he was handing out some. What was he handing
so
out?
If you guys want to get into some fitness stuff, especially get that soccer bod because it's pretty awesome. I wish I could do it, but I like beer and I like overeating. His fitness program is called Sphere. Definitely check it out. Sphere Fit is his Facebook page. Sphere Fit Texas is his Twitter handle, and he also has an Instagram called Sphere Fit. You can also reach him at a Sphere Club or sphere.club, probably .com. It's pretty cool. I've actually seen video on what he does. It's intense, but it will get you in shape. Thank you again, Mr. Mike Chabala, for coming.
Yes, thank you for coming on the Peel because that was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I know that he gave us or I gave him one of our business cards, so hopefully he listons. So this episode, thank you.
So we're gonna dive into the scores from the week. We had
Thursday night.
Yeah, it started Thursday night after
the Seattle-Houston Snorefest there.
Yep. So we had Chicago and Columbus, two of the worst teams in the East. They drew, so they really didn't help their cause at all.
They drew 2-2.
Yeah.
Teams out of playoffs already. Here's a team that we actually need to kind of root for, sadly enough, is the Colorado Rapids. They won 2-1 against San Jose Earthquakes, eliminating San Jose from any playoff position. And so they're out now.
As a Dynamo fan, we are all Colorado fans.
Sadly enough, because I've already accepted, hey, you know what, play an experimental team going into Colorado.
But we
don't go in with the intentions of losing, of course. You know, go in with the intentions of winning, but play with an experimental team.
But we want Colorado to take the supporter shield.
Us too are.
Then we had my hometown boys losing again, and they may get knocked out of the playoff hunt next week if they don't straighten things up.
That's a hard loss for you guys.
They lost 2-0. The
2-0.
Union lost 2-0 to Orlando City, and it was at home.
Yeah, at home. So you know what? But that's all right because it comes down to the excitement of that last week feel when it comes down to MLS, and that's what MLS is so good at.
Yep.
So the next game was DC United won 3-1 over New York City.
Yeah. I don't know if NYC FC's just playing back, just relaxing a little bit because they've already locked the playoffs up.
You know, but it doesn't even matter because David Villa took the lead in the Golden Boot race again with 22 goals.
Then we had where we at? There we go.
Right there.
Then we had a total Canadian matchup with oh wait, that's the wrong one.
Taking that back there actually. No. You're okay.
Yeah, we're at the Canadian match.
Sorry. There you
No,
go.
not that one. Where are we at? That's Sunday.
We were on this one right here.
Oh, where did you skip down to? Oh, okay. Well, either way, FC Dallas, screw them. They beat Seattle. They're falling apart at the seams.
No.
How is Seattle not falling apart?
No, because here's my thing on Seattle. Okay, you come off a 5-game winning streak. You can't win everything. You really can't. So you draw near 0-0 against us, going down a man. So you come out 0-0 against Dynamo.
They could fall out of the playoff race.
No, I still see them going into the playoffs. I see them getting out of this stretch. Depends on what the Alonso suspension is going to be, because I think it's going to be more than one game.
Yep.
Honestly, I really do. I think it's going to be more. And then I see them, if Alonso gets out of suspension, I see them getting back in the playoffs.
Yeah.
No problem there.
Yep. And then
they're far ahead.
That ended 2-1. Then we had that one's you.
Portland and Colorado ended 1-0 in Portland. in Portland, and
then there was a 0-0 draw between SKC and Real Salt Lake.
So really nothing major changes except for actually I read Davavia scored that penalty kick.
Yep.
Now, however, Bradley Wright Phillips scored 2 goals tonight.
Yep.
So he actually
it's still pretty close.
He took the lead. So that's 22 goals now.
Yep.
22 goals for Bradley Wright Phillips, 21 for Davavia.
Yeah.
That's a damn close race.
Then we also had a 0-0 draw between SKC and Vancouver. SKC is officially out of the playoffs. Did we do the Montreal-Toronto? No.
No, you read it wrong. SKC is not officially out.
No, I meant San Jose, excuse me. guys.
San Jose is officially out of
Yes.
playoff contention.
Also, in the Montreal-Toronto match, ended at 2-2, and Didier Drogba apparently threw a fit because he didn't want to start, and they left him off the 18-man roster. Actually, let me rephrase that. He demanded to be off the 18-man roster.
He will not be in MLS next season.
No.
Money down.
No.
Yeah. You don't see him next year, that's it.
So standings are still pretty much the same. Supporter Shield, Dallas took it back over.
All right, so breaking it down for Dynamo fans who actually hate Dallas and hate Sporting Kansas City fans at the same time. So our wager here is for Sporting Kansas, basically the worst that can happen for them is that they can miss playoffs.
Yeah.
The worst that can happen for FC Dallas is that they can make the second spot in the Western Conference Finals. So in order for that to happen, I hate to say it, but that the Dynamo need to lose in Colorado.
Yep.
So the Dynamo need to lose in Colorado. Colorado needs to win, obviously, given them 3 points. Sporting Kansas needs to lose to San Jose, and that would Seattle needs to beat RSL.
All right,
I'm
and
sorry.
then,
Yeah, that would be it basically. Yeah. For just the Dynamo fans, something to look forward to. You know, the last part of the season. You know, we don't have anything.
So to switch gears real quick, we're gonna start wrapping up this thing. We do have some Champions League games coming up this week. Wednesday, October 19th, we got Sporting KC taking on Central FC. Don't think it really matters for much. Sporting KC is already out of the Champions League anyway. Portland's taking on Spezia. Portland could possibly take the first spot with a win, or if they draw, they'll be tied and it'll be done on goal difference. And doesn't have the goals on here. Oh yeah, it does. So Spezia would most likely take it unless Portland come up with 5 goals. So, but they'll still take the second spot. And then on Thursday, we got FC Dallas taking on that team that I couldn't pronounce last week, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, don't ask me how to say it.
It looks even worse printed out.
Yeah, it's even worse.
Yeah, that's awful.
FC Dallas.
Here, hold on.
Yeah, you try it.
Give me that paper. I'm gonna show our fans.
It's gonna be backwards. You can't see it anyway.
No, I mean it should. Watch it read a message too.
Yeah,
yeah, they would.
FC Dallas can wrap that up with a win. If they get a win, they'll win the group. And then real quick, also because it's always fun to watch, the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. The only reason I'm putting any info this early is we do have a Texas team in it. North Texas Rayados in North Texas. They will be taking on a team out of New Orleans. It's 7:30 on October 22nd, so it'll be right before our last podcast. So I don't know if they're going to be doing a YouTube stream, but if they do, feel free to watch it. That's the second round. Whoever wins that will
If they
advance to
do,
the
we'll
third.
probably post it on our page.
Yeah.
So, guys, those who stuck around, thank you.
Yeah.
You saw our first podcast here from King's Court over off of Hutchins, right across the street from BBVA Compass. This was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I had a blast.
Yep.
Yeah, this was awesome.
So definitely stay tuned. We will upload this as a podcast tomorrow. I will try to get the video done around the same time. If not, I will be uploading the video to YouTube Tuesday before or after I get off work. But that's pretty much it. That's going to do it for us. Oh, also, next weekend, the 23rd, we will be doing another live broadcast. We'll be here at Kings Court watching the match. So definitely, if you feel like showing up, want to come out here, get on the show, give us some questions, whatever. Come out here. The match is at 3 o'clock. It's going to be on Root Sports. If you're home and can't make it out, but if you can, definitely come down here. It'll be fun. The weather will probably be a little nicer. So we'll be up here on the patio. Hopefully, the weather's nice. Like I said, we'll be broadcasting up there. But that's
awesome.
pretty much going to do it for us. I'm Justin.
Josh, just checking out here. You know, the guys. We still love you, Dynamo.
Yeah.
We'll always love you. We'll always be at the games. That's it.
Yep.
You know, we'll always be there, no matter what kind of decision you make on the team next year. It hurts. That's the way we had to go out this home season game. 1-0 win, and it was just bad defense all around.
Yeah.
You know, and bad. I wouldn't say bad defense, but just bad decision making on that goal there. But anywho, guys, thanks for tuning in with us.
Yep.
So we appreciate it. Thank you.
Next week, definitely send us your questions live.
Yes.
We'll answer them.
Please.
We
Absolutely.
got bombarded with guests that we didn't even realize we were going to be on.
Yeah.
But all right, guys. Again, Justin,
Josh.
we're the Peel. Peace.
Hi, guys.